Kronk's scrapyard was where most scrap iron from the island of Sodor's final destination was. Two diesel shunters worked there. Their names were Ari and Bert. The two weren't mean-spirited, just grouchy and took a little pride in their work, despite how grim it would sometimes be. There was also Diesel 10, who worked there, loading trucks to be taken to the mainland foundries and metal factories. And they were a fine crew, and for the most part were just doing their jobs. However, part of their job included bringing scrap engines to their final resting place, and was looked upon in a dark way, even though it had a purpose. One morning they were busy running up and down the sidings and loading trucks to be taken away. The demolition of some warehouses on the island brought in tons and tons of scrap, and the three of them were running ragged to keep the yards neat.
"Oi, it's a hot one today, eh, Yari?" said Bert. "Gotta keep moving, Bert. Don't want the yard foreman to have a fit about the disarray." Come on, no chit-chat. There's a train ready to go," said Diesel 10. "Henry's picking it up." All right, I'm moving, 10, said Harry. "Better get back on it, Bert."
Bert sighed.
"Oh, we need another engine here for real," said Bert.
Their wish was about to come true, because the following morning the foreman greeted them. "Good morning, you three. Now, we've had a large shipment of scrap come in yesterday."
"Don't we know it?"
the three groaned. "Well, I'm happy to tell you that I'm trialing a new diesel, so you'll have an extra helping buffer today." The three all smiled.
"Oh, thank goodness,"
they said, relieved. It was late morning by the time the new diesel arrived. A big blue and yellow Class 56 rolled into the yard.
"Hello, good buddy. Welcome to Kronk's scrapyard," said Ari. "What's your name?"
"Brabus." "I had no idea the railway was this poor. You three belong in a museum, or at least within the dampened sidings rotting away."
"I beg your pardon," growled Diesel 10.
Ari and Bert shot dirty looks. "It's not your fault. I guess Fat Ass in the Hat can't afford new diesels like me. We're way more efficient than you, relics. Can't tell you how many Class 08 shunters I've scrapped myself. Only seldom few are actually still useful on the mainland." Ari, Bert, and Diesel 10 were shocked. "But if I'm forced to work with antiques, so be it. Now direct me to what needs doing."
"Who does that bread box on wheels think he is?" said Ari. "Oh, I'd just like to bump him once," said Bert. "He's modern," said Diesel 10. "Don't you get it? We were all like this when we were first built, but we changed. He's just young and stupid," said Diesel 10. "He'll grow eventually."
There was a large crusher in the scrapyard. It was built into the ground. Ari would shunt the trucks up to its edge of its opening and dump the metal inside, where it would be compacted into a cube. As Ari pushed a truck full of old railway ties up to the scrap compactor, he suddenly felt a large bump from behind.
"Ah!"
he groaned and launched forwards and began to teeter on the edge of the compactor.
Oh! Someone help me! Pull me back!"
Bert saw his twin in trouble and quickly took off into action.
"Hold on, Harry! I'm coming!"
Diesel 10 heard the commotion as well and began to scuttle his way over to the cries for help. Bert coupled up to Ari and began to pull on back.
Come on!
He groaned as his wheels slipped forwards.
Oh, help!
Shrieked Ari. The two were about to slip into the compactor's pit when they were suddenly grabbed by a large claw. It was Diesel 10, who had came and pulled both of them back onto the tracks with his claw.
Oh.
Thank you, 10.
How did this happen?
I felt a large bump from behind me, and then began to slip over the edge, explained Ari. Diesel 10 then caught sight of Brabus's roof alongside some trucks that were right next to the pit. Diesel 10 then confronted the Class 56 in the siding.
"I know it was you who did it."
Brabus gave a sly smirk to Diesel 10. "Where's your proof, Grandpa?" Diesel 10 then thought for a moment, and an idea formed in his mind.
Oh, I don't need proof. I'll just wait until the Mangler gets you.
Brabus looked at Diesel 10. So what now? He said, chuckling.
The Mangler. Oh, you never heard of him? He's a diesel spirit. A spirit that punishes the remorseless and naughty diesel engines throughout the world. If you get caught by him, it means you've been bad, and he's going to take your face away and burn you to a crisp, down to nothing but scorched metal.
Brabus just laughed. You really think I'm a fool, old-timer? We all know that's just horseshit you're spewing to scare me.
Hey, said Diesel 10, don't say I didn't warn you.
The rest of the day was hell for the three Diesels. Brabus barely helped at all, and never ceased to take an opportunity to tease, torment, and bully Ari or Bert. By the end of the day, 3 trains of scrap left for the mainland, and another 3 more had entered the yard overnight. Diesel 10, Ari, and Bert were all in their sheds. Brabus approached them. I refuse to share a shed with musky old scrap iron like you. Now get out and give me the shed to myself.
Just because you're a guest here doesn't mean you take everything you see. Get lost, said Ari. Yeah, and take your foul attitude with you, said Bert.
Diesel 10 then looked at Ari and Bert and winked.
There's an old carriage shed in the north right corner of the yard. Should be a 5-star hotel for your highness. It might also prevent the Mangler from getting to you, said Diesel 10, smiling.
Very well, then, said Brabus. I don't even want your shed anyway. It smells like old oil. And Brabus rolled away backwards.
Oh, the nerve of that guy, said Ari. He's young, stupid, reckless, and cocky. He'll only learn the hard way, said Diesel 10. Besides, we were all like that once. Yeah, but we never tried to hurt anyone, said Bert.
Brabus, in the meantime, found the old carriage shed. It was old, Victorian era, and it looked very clean inside. Not bad, he thought to himself, and he ventured inside. He got himself comfortable and began to drift off to sleep for the night. Eventually, he did, and slept soundly, only to be woken up later.
Bad. You've been bad.
Brabus awoke to a creepy-sounding whisper. What? Who's there? He wondered. The shed's doors opened by themselves, and Brabus looked out into the night, only seeing scrap. Who are you? What do you want? Said Brabus nervously, but also trying to sound brave.
Bad.
The voice whispered again. Brabus then squinted into the night's fog, and saw the outline of a Class 08 shunter diesel. He snorted and put on a smug look. I know it's one of you antiques, trying to scare me now. This is the saddest attempt I've ever seen. The shape then moved forwards, accompanied by ear-piercing squeaking. Oh, come on, are you even trying? Said Brabus, all smug-like.
Bad.
It whispered, as the front of the diesel made its way into the halo of the light, and suddenly the lights flickered and burnt out and shattered.
What? What the hell?
Said Brabus. The squealing stopped, and Brabus was face to face with the shunter. He squinted again. Then suddenly, the lights flashed again, and he caught a glimpse of the frightening face on the front of the engine.
Oh! What the hell are you?
Gurgling noises escaped from the engine's small mouth as blackened oil dribbled from it. It had no nose and the smallest dots for eyes.
Bad.
It roared, rasping, and its mouth opened like a snake's, revealing sharp, needle-like teeth. Brabus was now shaking in his wheels. No! 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 Morning arose. Ari and Bert were just waking up. They heard a commotion going on, and they saw smoke rising from the right side of the scrapyard.
What's going on?
Asked Bert.
I don't know. We better go look,
said Ari. They raced down the siding where they met Diesel 10 and some firemen and cops.
10, what happened?
I tried to warn him, said Diesel 10. The twins then looked in the carriage shed, and there, on the tracks, was the charred, burnt remains of Brabus. The place where his face once was looked like white, melted rubber.
Good God,
that's brutal, said Harry.
What did you mean by you warned him?
Asked Harry to Diesel 10. Diesel 10 looked up at the twins.
I was only trying to scare him a bit, hoping he'd straighten himself out. I told him the story of the Mangler.
The twins gasped.
But clearly, as you could see now, said Diesel 10, the Mangler saw darkness in his heart and took him away before he could act on it.
Finished Diesel 10.
Looks like we're managing this yard on our own, he said.
The twins and Diesel 10 just stared at the burnt husk of Brabus as the sun began to climb higher in the sky as the morning went onward.